Okay, let's get started with today's thingy. Welcome to the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. I've been losing subscribers every time I upload a video. It's pretty disappointing. But if you're still sticking around, give me a thumbs up, or you can just type out thumbs up in the comment section if you see this. We're going to show off the boy. That boy, we finally colored him. We finally colored the boy I've been talking about for weeks. I really don't like this yellow display thing around my... I don't... It's bothering me. I don't know how to get rid of it. Capture cursor, capture method. There's no way to get rid of it. Okay, word. Here's that boy Kayahi, the guy we wrote about last week. You know that guy? This him. We colored him, and finally the guy I've been showing on my phone for the past however many weeks. We figured out the color scheme, gave him his powers. Even though the drawing is complete, we never did. I don't think we ever gave him a weapon. Oh yeah, I need to reopen my new character documents because while I was uploading more videos because I'm behind for YouTube, when I was uploading more videos, nothing else wanted to work. What up, Young Nacho? Welcome to the stream. I just checked my Twitch and it's way behind on your guys' end, so I might see things later early. I don't know how that works. Open please. I did double click you. How many times did I open this? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we did only once. So we need 2 of these open. We'll throw the table of contents page on this side like normal. Again, off stream, I can't tell what's open and what's not at the bottom here, bro. This yellow display capture thing is really, really bothersome. There's no way to high transit, no. Screenshots, no. Projector source, scale filtering, order, transform. Set color, no. We'll just have to deal with it for now and hope OBS gets this crap together. This is ridiculous. What? How far down are we? This doesn't normally take this long to load. There's like 90 something pages in this. What is my computer doing, bro? I really can't tell what's open. You know how important that is? I'm not uploading anything. Dog, this is... OBS be like that sometimes. Not like... Whatever they did with this update is effing with my computer and it's pissing me off because I'm not going to be able to stream reliably like this. It's taken 10 damn years to open this document when it normally takes 3 seconds. Like, and yeah, it's been a while since I've closed and then reopened it, but normally when we click on it and refresh, all the pages have to load again. So let's go.
Oh yeah.
Resubscribe for 1 month. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, moms. Appreciate it. Thanks. No, we're at 4 subs. Welcome back to the thing. You've been subscribed for 14 months. Appreciate the continued support, as always. Okay. So now that we've kind of gotten our stuff together and my computer sounds like a jet engine, and this freaking display thing at the bottom, I can't tell what's... I don't know how to get rid of that. I really don't. This wasn't here before. It's display and not window capture, right? Window capture picks a specific window. Yeah. Maybe I should try and start another display capture. Let's see what happens. Display capture 2. Display 1, nope. Primary monitor, okay. Automatic will throw you at the top. Okay, let's unsee that. Can we disable it? No. This does nothing. This literally does not help. Oh, I never removed window capture. Okay, so now this is what window capture did. This little stupid yellow thing. That's you guys can't see it, but on my end, that's what window capture did, and now display capture's doing it. They messed up. All right, let's look at our table of contents and see who we want to work on today and who is finished, who isn't. I haven't written still off stream. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon, actually. I just beat, well, not beat, I got all 8 badges for Platinum for the first time. I'm playing Poke MMO, so it's like very different because you can like buy other people's Pokemon that they put on like the internet store, the global trade link for sale. So it's either made some things really easy or really hard. I have not been able to save up my money past like 200,000 Poke dollars. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, I beat that in 3 days. Took me a while. But now I'm going through Black. I think I'm gonna take a break from it tonight. I've been kind of Pokemon out for a while. But it's fun. I'd recommend it. So guys, next one's personality. Didn't we chill? Okay, that's all I had for his personality. What is this? Okay. Chill. As long as you guys can read it and see me and read the sub goals and follower goals. Wait, are there alerts? Did you guys see the alert for the subscription? I hope so, because if not, OBS has some explaining to do. Personality, chill. Okay, chill. Ambitious? What's his goal? Did we say his goal? Become underground leader. Oh yeah, I forgot about his goal. Underground leader. One of those unknown world leaders that really controls what goes on in the world, but this would be for the better of mankind, not his own self-interest. Not wish to be known because he grew up being known. Okay, makes sense. Be able to do good without any rewards is what he strives for. Doesn't want some grandiose goal like becoming Council of Reason or something ridiculous that won't actually result in any change. So ambitious. Yeah, pop. Okay, we're good. That's good. As long as it, because I wasn't paying attention to the screen. Chill, ambitious. I wouldn't say he's ambitious in his personality though. Like his goal is ambitious, but what else do we have to do? Personality. I'm gonna keep his picture up with this stupid yellow thing. His goal is ambitious, but like that, he's not gonna say like, my goal is to become an underground leader every time he's in a conversation. That's not who he is. Chill. That's really just it. Calculated. Whenever I do these cool types, they're everything I do like all C personality traits. Like all of the personality traits start with the letter C. Chill, calculated, calm, collected, cool, all of those. All of them. And you can see that in his face. He's a very calm dude, even though he has fire powers, like literal fire powers. Neutral good. We can get rid of the question mark. Black, blue, orange colors, tied locks. Alright, half vest with hood, sweatpants, sneakers. You see all of that here. Did we add the locks, black heritage, red and blue tattoos? We didn't end up doing that. We just did fire. So let's just say fire tattoos, residence ability both sides. Nope. Represents his firepower. You see the little things here. Those are not scars. I know they kind of look like they could be like scratches from a cat of some sort, but those are like fire tattoos. I was gonna have them go down to his arms, but I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of characters that have tattoos or a good amount already, and that would just make it more difficult for the artist to have to draw and redraw them over and over again. I don't want that. So, he just have these little things that are like on his collarbone. Maybe it extends to his back in some sort of fashion. I don't know yet, because I haven't drawn his back yet, or any other angle other than this. This is the only picture I have of him. Represents his firepower. Both sides see him as a threat. Fire and blessing, ice, water. I kind of like that theme as well, but that doesn't represent his fire tattoos. I'm gonna do this duality thing. Oh, were they supposed to be two different colors? Probably, but I wouldn't want the thing to be like, oh, he only shoots fire from one side of his body and ice from the other. That's not his thing. So they're both the same color. So let's take this, because they look cool. Also, something. Both colors. This is lagging on my end. What people see him as: threat, fire, orange, fire, and a blessing, blue, ice, water. So he's more of a, with the color scheme, he's more of a blessing than a threat, because he has more blue than orange. You get it? and then we did this very long bio that I'm not going to read over again for this stream. We never gave him weapons, move names, anything like that. I will do that off stream because that's just something I'd rather do off stream. It wouldn't. I can come up with a lot of things on the spot, but some things I just feel, okay, why doesn't this automatically like go behind this when I pick this window? That's not OBS's fault, that's just Windows' fault. But okay, that didn't cross anything off, did it? Personality, goal. We did the goal. Move names, we did personality, and we did the rule of 3, and we did the bio, so we did cross some things off. So just move names and weapon name. Alright, so he's close to complete. I'm trying to think of who else I want to do. We did most of Aura, we need move names and weapon names. Pretty much what we need for Keahi, we need for Aura as well. Except I gave her a weapon and the weapon's abilities. Neural. Who else do I want to? We did Clad. We did a lot of Clad on stream. Semiotics, weapon. Rule of 3, add traumatic next. We did the bio for him. We have Arcos, who's supposed to be Shadow Region, Semiotics, I gotta be gold. I think he's the black sand manipulator. There's Nyx, Laura, Arcosin, Nacho, all these characters are these all characters you are making directly for a story, or are these like extra characters to expand your universe? Yes, both. Technically, all of my series take place in one universe, the Descended universe. I'm just never going to specify at what time any of them take place, or if they're even on Earth. It could be an identical planet to Earth. I don't know. But I would say all of my series are connected in some way. This, to be more clear than unclear, because I'm pretty sure I'm being unclear, this is for a separate series, a series other than Descended, which is the first novel of that thing I've probably been talking about for a while. So, okay. So these are all characters. If you see my Instagram story I've posted, all of these, I don't need to highlight them. All of these characters in the folder here are all for the Shonen series, and I'm working on them weekly. This Shonen series is something I want to be in manga format, so visual. I feel like a visual medium would do way better than the prose medium, novel words medium that I did for Descended. So we have a few series that I've started to draw people for here. We have Descended, which is just all of that. And to be clear, like to give you a perspective on, there are only 30 characters in the first novel, so just imagine what I have planned for the second, third, and beyond. Remember, I keep telling you guys, I'm on the 8th manuscript for the series of Descended, so, and there are plenty of characters I haven't even drawn that are in the series, so that's just for Descended. We have Dark Before Dawn, which is supposed to be like a superhero coming of age story. So you got the main character, Cryo Man, who has ice powers. He was supposed to have like energy based powers, but that was way too similar to Lux, which is why he's like holding a, I was gonna call it a Kamehameha. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Well, he's holding that here. I really like the first design, um, but this was the second design I gave him. So yeah, he's like his own. He has an entire rogues gallery. All of these people here you see besides him are villains of his. Legacy, Expire. Expire actually shows up in Descended first, and then makes his way because Cryoman lives in the neighboring city of Haven. He moves out. He moves out. And goes into the neighboring city. It's kind of a spoiler, but not really because the dude is invulnerable, so you know he's not gonna die. Um, he goes into the neighboring city and becomes like his one of his Cryoman's villains. We have Enid, Bloodstone, Legacy, Manticore. Manticore is going to be like one of the first villains he comes across. Cyber, Rebecca and Endo, Singularity. Then we have Giant Slayer, which only has the Giant Slayer here. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Does he goes around killing giants, and it's not just like troll giants with giant clubs. There's more to it than that. We have Demi-Godhood, supposed to be like a spin-off Descended series where it's following the demigods that I've made for the Descended series, but like they're following their own mythologies and stuff. So they're like a lot of them are just children of the main gods, but kind of in their own badass right. So this guy is like Thunder Snow. He's the son of Thor. Dustin's his real name, but I like the word Thunder Snow more. And then that's an actual real word. He's supposed to be for that series. He hasn't shown up in Descended. Some of the demigods, again, this is like a Descended spinoff. Some of the demigods actually end up being temporary nobles in that series. So I'll show you. I think I only have Ket drawn. Oh wait, that's way too far out. I think I only have Ket drawn from Descended. She's like the only daughter of Horus from Egyptian mythology. Where is she? Here. And like I said, I haven't drawn all of the characters, but she has a twin brother. So yeah. There's plenty you guys don't know. Zeta, she was originally supposed to be for one of the 3 series that ended up being mushed into one for Virtuosity. She's supposed to be the main character of the series called Specialist, which also took place at around the same time Descended does, but they were on like the other side of the country in like Seattle, and they were making their own superhero program over there, but it was supposed to be like a school, which is kind of what Virtuosity ends up being, or starts off being, because they're all going to school by like the 3rd arc. So yeah, but all the characters I'm been focusing on since I've been back, is shonen. Nice, keeping everything connected is cool. Yeah. I just don't want to specify because there's a lot of things I have forgotten as I write so damn much that there's a lot of things I've forgotten. It's bound to happen. Like, oh wait, how is this connected? Or when does this take place? How does that even make sense timeline wise? And I don't want to force myself to connect everything timeline wise. Like, I would probably go insane. Like, even thinking about it is aggravating. But leaving that theory up to like fans that read this stuff down the line is way more fun in my opinion. I'll just never confirm or deny that any of it is like connected. Well, this I think this is the timeline of the virtuous universe, and it starts off with, I think, Descended is the beginning. Well, how do you know if Giant Slayer happens in the present or the past? Because there's no technology. Was there a nuclear fallout, nuclear world war, and all the technology got blowed up, and Giant Slayer is in the very far future? Maybe it's the most recent story. Who knows? Or maybe it's in the past. Maybe it's where Earth came from. We don't know. I don't know. That's why. Wait, let me scroll slightly up on this. There we go. Nacho. Also, I feel you about keeping the stuff in the same universe, but not really caring to explain it. Yep. My friend Pete has been. I think I've heard. I can't say seen, heard Pete on some of your streams. Has been in all of my short films so far, and once we realized that, decided to call it the Peter Eldridge cinematic universe. We're working on a way to include him in our next one. We're working on that's the one with Steven Seagal and Hitman, right? Yeah, that's awesome. I like ever since Marvel did it. I like the idea of like successfully did it. I like the idea of connected universes, like having crossovers and stuff like that is really cool. Like I did plan for one of the Descended books. I think the 10th. It was supposed to be called Descended United, and at least the main characters from across 3 series that were happening simultaneously. So the one with Cryoman, Dark Before Dawn, he was supposed to come to the city, Haven City, and then Zeta from the Specialist series who doesn't really have a place right now. Her, she was supposed to come over and come into Haven City for some reason and fight whatever threat was happening at the time. It was most likely, I think it was going to be Malos, who is the undefeatable villain that I made for Descended. And even with the crossover, they wouldn't be able to stop him because he's the third most powerful being across all of my everything. So even though he can't like wish things into existence or erase things from reality, you can't erase him. You can't kill him, and he's unfathomably fast and strong, and it's ridiculous. Nacho, yes sir. LOL, that's all I've been working on. Word. Working on right now. Okay, word. Nacho, thankfully I'm working because I'm gonna be dropping a lot of money for it. Yeah, man. Let me know when that comes out, or let me know how it keeps going. Let me keep updating me on the process is what I mean. Everything's going smoothly with that. You said it's gonna be a short film, right? And I assume with Agent 47 versing. Welcome to Stream Data. Glad you could make it. I assume with Agent 47 fighting Steven Seagal, it's going to be quite a bit of action. A little bit of action here and there. So, back to this Arcos. I keep forcing myself to stop, but I don't think there's anything I can think of on the spot for that ridiculous villain that I made, Sunbomb, with the final move, Burst Star. Where'd he go? Brutal villain, man. Here we go. Self-mutator, double damage, able to take an indeterminate amount of damage, store it up, and deal it back at amounts of his choosing. Burst Star, final move, explosive, club named Billy, perhaps, like a Billy Club. No, I don't want to name it a Billy Club. Sunbomb, mustache twirling, bad dude, conqueror. Colors: glowing neon green, pink, yellow, grandiose beard. When I was talking about him before, I pictured a pirate. And I don't think I want him to be a pirate. Didn't I make him from... Oh no, he's from the Stacked Slums. Like Keiai here, he's... See, this is why I need the thing open. Keiai is originally from the Stacked Slums, which is in the Citadel region. He's the only student in the series, in the beginning at least, that's from the Citadel region. Originates from the Citadel region. Does it make sense to have him come from the Stacked Slums? Because Keiai is the first one in 3 generations and older to journey down all the way down the stacks. um, and see what's going on and like why the Citadel region stopped like giving the stack slums resources to live and stuff like that. Um, I don't think it makes sense for him to like. How old would he be if that's the case? Generations old, like that also wouldn't explain how long he's been in ruin. That also maybe he's an old dude. That also wouldn't explain like his agelessness because there's nothing like super special about him other than his virtual ability. Maybe he's connected to the blacksmiths. I don't like that idea. I kind of just want him to be a force of nature. Dashly kind of sin, chaotic evil, conquer every town and every region. Because I want to say he just starts his plan. Like, the beginning of the arc where both good and evil people are facing him. I want to say, like, the beginning of that arc is the beginning of his plan in motion. So, I don't know. Nacho, got you, LOL. Yeah, it'll probably be around 15 minutes or so is my guess. Okay, word. And yes, there will be action. LMAO, we're going to throw down. You said you needed extras for that. Was there any particular reason you needed extras for that? Was it just for, like, people to react, or is it to make it seem like wherever they're fighting is a full thing? Because I know you made that a point of emphasis last time you mentioned it. Evil for the sake of being evil, join Omnispace cause. And it would be, I feel like I read this at least once a week. Wolf Dastardly Deeds used to be a part of Ruin, left to make his own vision, now hunted by the good, four main students, Jato. Big Bads, Bleak Men, Arachnids, 3 are subject to change. One of them ends up being severely wounded for a battle or completely clapped. Omnispecs, maybe, goes to clap this one himself, meeting the good guys in the process. What arc is this supposed to be? Let me look at... Let me keep you guys' eye candy up there. Something to look at. Let me look at the world building thing. I'm not going to scroll down too far because there are plenty of spoilers past a certain arc, which is why I had to separate the those two pages. Oh, did it? Okay, here we go. I thought I might have scrolled past it. Nacho, it's set during a big drug-fueled party, so we need a good amount of people to fill space. Okay, and a few for specific moments where we need them to interact with one of us. Okay, word. Sounds fun. Okay, look away from your screen unless you want to be spoiled, and if you are spoiled by whatever is happening on the left side, do me a favor and don't tell anyone what's going to happen. Because this is shh, don't say anything. No, this arc doesn't even make sense for that to be there. There's types of arcs here. This one doesn't make sense. So this arc would have to happen down the line, I think. Because I don't want Omnispec to be, like, seen for a good while. He's not gonna be one of those villains that you see right off the bat. Originally he's like the first character Cyril comes into contact with, but that's not the case anymore. And that was when that was Disturbed Delinquents as well, the other series in space. So I never even found a place for this guy's arc. I think we can wait on that. Let's see who else we got here. Plasma Villain, Smith Gift Hunter. What arc is that? That's still in the first part, right? That's after the first god. I I kind of want to do some more planning for the first God arc, but I don't want to write it on stream. I don't know who's going to be in that arc, or even which God of Death is supposed to be the main focus of that one. Because there's like, did I say 12? Did I specify 12? It should be, because I have the names written out. You know what, I'm gonna put the names in the, let's move this over temporarily. I'm gonna throw them in the superpowers document, so I remember which gods of death have and haven't been used. Okay. Oh, it was supposed. There was another series. I think that was the third series. Was supposed to be that was mashed into this one, In the Wind. That was supposed to be a straight up fantasy series with like elves and stuff, and creatures. Space whales were supposed to be in that series, but then I just moved the space whales on over, and now they're in this series. Okay, here we go. Also, avert your eyes from the left side of the screen once more, please, because there are spoiler characters that are part of Ruin that you don't need to know are part of Ruin. Or you can if you want. It's really up to you. All that I ask is that you just don't repeat or repeat what you see here. I think that's the proper terms. Okay, so we're going to have the Gods of Death at the bottom of this list. Okay, I'm gonna scroll slightly up so you guys are able to look without seeing the. Okay, I'm not able to do that. Never mind. So we're gonna do it at the top then. Gods of Death. The gods. Actually, we can. Even though they work under Ruin, I think we. Oh, shoot. I think we can just make them their own section. We know that they work for Ruin. The audience doesn't know that in the very beginning, but it's supposed to be like a big twist. This whole time you thought you were fighting the Gods of Death group as like the main villains, but it turns out there's a big group controlling this group. So that's not good. Should we throw them at the bottom? There's still spoilers right there. Let's throw them at the bottom so you guys can look. I'm going to put them just above other antagonists. The Gods of Death. Okay, you guys can look at the right side of the screen now. Gods of Death. Okay, so we have Thanatos. They're all gonna have similar move sets, but like maybe one ability that separates them from the rest. They're all gonna look pretty similar as well. I'm thinking like shadowy looking figures with like some form of like knight armor and like glowing red eyes perhaps. But the main thing that sets them apart is probably going to be like the helmets. We have Thanatos. We have Odin. These are all gods of death. I looked the list up. These are all gods of death from different mythologies. Even though I might not know which mythologies all of these gods of death are from. Hell, female. This is just so I know for voice acting, when it becomes an anime, which ones are female. Mania, I don't know what that one's from. like the names as well. So we have Thanatos. I don't think we need to specify their self-mutators, because they're like in their own type of thing. Did we ever explain what the gods of death were? Again, you're welcome to look at the left side of the screen. Again, you can look at all the screen. I don't think there are any spoilers. I gotta go to my questions thing. Gods, some form of blacksmith. Sorta. They're humans that were experimented on by Neural under the supervision of Omnispec. They are a byproduct of human injected with blacksmith blood. Those that lived from the experiment had their life expectancy drastically shortened in exchange for immense power. I love it. I'm glad we. This is why you write things down. Okay, so I kind of want to keep this open. Now, so speaking of gods, you see God of War got delayed. Yep. God, my friend. I kept waking up and saw one text message from my friend. And then once I woke up, I was like, all right, let me see what this text message was. And that was the first thing I woke up to this morning. I woke up to God of War got delayed till 2022. I don't know if I should be upset about it. I was expecting it, to be honest, but it now means it's only likely it's likely only up to Deathloop to steal Game of the Year away from Eternal. Okay. I don't know if I should be upset. I'm kind of with you. I was kind of expecting it. Like, I don't think I expected it to be released this year. Like, we haven't seen a trailer or anything. We only saw the teaser trailer, and once I saw like the symbol show, I was like, this is already Game of the Year. But maybe they're doing it on. Delays are either there's no in between. They're really either a really good thing or a really bad thing, and I'm hoping for God of War, with how great of a series it's been, I think it's a good thing. A lot of games have been starting to get delayed because of the grand disappointment that was Cyberpunk. Yeah. I don't think I'm upset. I think I'll live. But oof, does it still hurt? Does that still hurt? Yeah. Yep. That's fine. That just means they're making it better. You know? Nacho, remains to be seen how the game turns out, but the delay for this is good. Yeah. Right. I agree. Okay. Thanatos. That's one of my favorite. God of War is one of my favorite. I want to say it's second to Mortal Kombat. If I only had the choice to play one game series forever, though, I would pick God of War over Mortal Kombat in that question. But it's one of my top 3 favorite game series of all time. Mortal Kombat, number 1. I'm just the biggest fanboy of Mortal Kombat. There's so much lore, so much useless lore I know and about that series. It's endless. And my friend who texted me about that with about the God of War delay is also like, those are also in his top like 5, I think. I think Mass Effect is up there for him as well. I think Uncharted is my 3rd. Mortal Kombat, God of War, Uncharted. Favorite 3 game series of all time. And then of course you gotta go with like games like 2K and Fortnite. Right? Yeah. Ooh, Anubis. That'll be a fun one to design. I think Morana... you know what, I'm not even going to try and guess. Chernobog. I know that's from Europe, I believe. I believe. Nope. Archeron. These are all subject to be removed or completely changed. So no, these aren't all gods of death ever across all mythologies. I just picked the ones of names that I liked. Drone sticks. Soranus. Isn't Soranus from Roman? Maybe I'm thinking of making Anubis like the strongest, because Anubis is one of my favorite, like, visually designed gods. Plus, he's like one of the most well known, I think. He might be the most well known across all Egyptian mythology. Not kidding. I think top 3: Horus, Anubis, and Osiris, Ra. And then I think those are like the most 4 common. Maybe. I don't know. I think Ra is in the top 3. No. I'm thinking of making Anubis like the leader or the strongest. Because they shouldn't technically have a leader. But I feel like one of them needs to keep the others in check, and I feel like that would be Anubis out of all of them. I feel like some would have problem with his authority, perhaps, like Odin, because Odin doesn't want to be commanded by anybody. And the fact that I'm already giving them personalities makes me think if I should even give them personalities. I think I should. That would make it a little more fun. Not so the turnaround seemed too fast. Wait, what are you referring to? There's a lot of things that I was talking about before I read that. My fault. So Thanatos is going to be the first one that gets clapped. Anubis is perhaps the leader. So I'm going to put the God of Death physiology in its description. So I'm only going to put God of Death physiology for their power. I'm going to say self-mutator. God physiology for all of them, and then have one other power. Thanatos, I'm gonna say is just Thanatos might be the only like dry one, and let's do it in order of the ones that get clapped. So we're gonna put Thanatos at the bottom. You guys can see this, right? Okay, good. Let's throw it on the. Let's swap. Let's throw it on the right side so you can see everything. Where's my mouse? What are you doing? Okay, we don't need this open anymore, so we're gonna throw up more Yahi for the thumbnail. Hopefully YouTube chooses this right. Also, I'm a little peeved because I booted up Final Fantasy VII on Thursday, the remake, and got copyright claimed for the first like 2 minutes of the video because the prelude or whatever the music song was playing in the main menu. I don't get monetized currently anyway because I don't meet the requirements. But the fact that I was copyright claimed at all is a little annoying. So now I know, just don't be on the main menu. Have the game already booted by the time we start the stream. So if I'm ever late, like by 2 minutes, it's because I'm waiting to get past the main menu so I don't get copyright claimed on YouTube. That is some nonsense, and copyright things are out of control. I did not think it would affect me in the slightest, but holy crap, it did. And this happened for Batman as well, which is why we muted the Arkham City music, and which is why everything was only the voice acting for the cutscenes and that. But that series is over. Good riddance. God of Death is y'all. Oh God, what do I? There's so many options. Oh, this is why I love writing. You can literally make anything ever with words. It's so cool. That's how I look at it. You look the limit of writing, which is why I like writing prose most of the time. The limit of whatever story you're trying to tell is your own damn imagination, and that is pretty okay in my book. What do we want Thanatos to have? Anubis has got to have something fire. Maybe something with, like, raising the dead. That's it. Or maybe something with, like, to play into specifics with the mythology behind Anubis. Maybe something with, like, the heart and feather. What could we do with that and implement that as far as powers go for him? Something really crazy specific, but also really dope. This would put a limit on his ability. But what if he were able to do that mid-battle? Like, what if he were able to, it's crazy, but reach into somebody's soul or just physically rip their heart out and place it on a balance, so maybe he carries like a balance with him? I'm thinking that. Oh God, do we need to make a, oh God, I don't want to add more to the document. Do we need to add more to the freaking, oh. Guys, I don't want to. From longest living listed in, let's say, reverse order, so I know for myself, for those clats. So Thanatos is the first to get clapped. Do we need to give the gods of death origins? I don't. Maybe for the important ones. Like, I don't think Thanatos needs. Like, I already have enough, I was going to say villains, characters as it is. I don't think every god of death needs an origin. Like, how they became a god of death from being human. I feel like Odin, Thanatos, and maybe I feel like Odin, Anubis, and maybe a third would be the extent of giving any ones of these backstories at all. I feel like the first one that has their backstory revealed would be starting to figure out the mystery of maybe these gods of death aren't just forces of nature. Then you have Odin, who is the second to last, and they're like, oh, wait, these guys were human. And then Anubis, spills the beans before he gets clapped. And then they find out, hey, somebody was controlling these people. And it's a whole other villain group, not just one person. I feel like if we're going to do add them to the new character document, that's going to be exactly what I write for them. Like these characters down here, like the Drift Clan head and Inferno Clan head, Scorch Clan head, the Amy's father, the ex-counselor, Autoray became a god of death. They're not gonna have full things like the rest of the characters that I've done so far. So, who's the last character we did? Limno, right? So I'm gonna insert under Limno. Anubis, Odin, not Thanatos. I want it to be, let's make it a female god of death, the first one that starts revealing. No, we have Hell, that's connected to Odin. I think Marana is female, aren't they? It sounds like a female name. I'm gonna make them female. I don't care. So make it Marana. Let me look up Marana, god of death, goddess of death. From what mythology? Polish. No, that's her name in Polish. Okay, and it's a lot Russian. Okay. It has nothing to do with her backstory. Their names are gonna have nothing to do with their backstory for the most part. But we'll just make her the first one. To reveal info on the gods. She gets the main characters thinking that the gods may not be the forces of nature everyone thought they were. Okay, we're going to organize this a little bit. We're going to take the character template and just remove stuff from it, the non-important stuff like goals. All of this accessories, we don't need any of that. Okay, let's copy this for Anubis. Sex kind of doesn't matter, but again, I just wanted to do it for the voice actor. Rank NA for all. Affiliation. The gods. The order of the unseen. Class, self-mutator. Ability, god physiology. That's one thing we will put in the superpowers for god physiology. Shortened lifespan. That's one thing. So we know that for sure based on what I wrote in the world building document. Byproduct neural. Excuse me. So they're all, we don't need rule of 3 accessories items. We'll leave the bio open. Weapons, we will probably give them weapons, we'll probably give them move names. God physiology, and then something else. So they have two things. They have their God physiology and then the other special power. Maybe Odin has something to do with ravens. Or his horse. Or a spear. Occupation. It really doesn't matter. A threat. Get rid of that. Rank, goals, personality, alignment. They're all chaotic evil. Keep that. Height, they're all over 6 feet, so maybe like 6'6". Yeah, like that. That sounds good. Real name, don't really need that. Semiotics, don't need the tags. What was it? Did Anubis have a weapon? I feel like their weapons should coincide with what they wielded as gods of death in like their own respective mythologies. Okay, we'll just copy what we have. Goals. Follow. Omnispecs. Instructions. Personality, no personality. Alright, we shortened it. So let's take what we have. Real name, yeah. Oh wait, real name would be specified for who they were as a human. So would bio would also be connected to that. Iconography, we'll leave that open as well, because that'll I'll put like the design stuff for like what the helmet looks like and all that in there. So we can copy what we have, move this over to Odin, and then move this over for Morana, and then add this little tidbit to our bio. Female. Real name. Reserved for the name they had as a human. Let's copy this. We'll go a bit longer, like maybe like 9:40, because we started late. Oh god, because we started late today because of OBS. Yep, they're all. I want to say they're all 6'6". Uniform, having a uniform height across all, and then also a similar look across all makes them look kind of cooler, in my opinion. Chaotic evil, follow instruction, God, physiology. I'll have to read up on. We're gonna say Odin has a spear. Spear named. What was Odin's spear name? This makes it modeling them after gods of death makes it a bit easier. Gomir. Right. Okay. What could it do? Because we'll just give that its abilities. Unless it's able to, like, create life. I'm not going to give him that ability in the spear. I don't know what any of these words mean. Old swaying one, mythological weapon. Fashioned by the dwarves. Dwarves, fires, storms, spear. Sky officially started. Put a spear in the hand. Okay, here, guys. Vice, Lauren. It doesn't seem to do anything special. It just seems connected to Loki. Okay, being so well balanced that it can strike every target no matter the skill or strength of the wielder. That works. Perfect aim. I like it. I gotta head out. I'll leave you alert. Appreciate the alert, Nacho. Thank you for chatting today. We'll be ending it soon, but thanks for stopping by. Perfect aim. When thrown, the spear is so well balanced when thrown, it can strike any target. That works. It's strong but not overpowered. Like, it's not, the spear is not creating life. So we have the weapon for Odin. Well, let's make sure we add them to, let's not forget to add them to the table of contents. We'll split this up just a bit so we know where the actual things start, because we didn't put any of them in the new document yet. Otherwise this would be probably about 20 pages longer than the 100 or so that it is. What do we got? Almost 100. Yep, almost 100 for the new characters document. We got it. Oh, we got some work to do. Okay, so we have Anubis, Odin, Marana. I have some reading to do on a god of death or just a god I've never heard of before. Okay, so what do we have to work on? Real name, iconography, I want to say there's going to be like a slight difference in some. So like Egyptian, like armor, covering a shadowy figure, stylish helmet. I'm picturing like an Egyptian headdress, perhaps. We'll work on that a bit. That might just be what I keep it as, but we'll leave it open ended. What else? Second ability. Second virtue ability. Move names. We might not give them any move names. The less they talk, the more mysterious I think they'll seem. Even though by the time they get to Anubis and they'll already have figured everything out, so he's probably going to be bound to talk a whole much more by his end. Move names, weapons, bio. Okay, we got a lot more than I thought to work on with Anubis. Real name. Real name. It is real. It's impossible to see what you guys see on my end of OBS. It's shameful. Iconography. second virtue ability. Or lightning ravens. Names. We did the weapon, so that's good. Bio. And then pretty much everything Anubis has, we need to give to Marana. Okay. Alright. Not a ton to work on. We just gotta give them human backstories and what connects them to Omnispect and Neural, who created the gods of death. Okay. Moving on, winning to let's end it for now. Yeah. There's a lot I gotta work on off stream. Hopefully by next week I come back with something to share with you guys, so I'm not just writing on the seat of my pants for once in like a month. Yeah, I want to switch everything back to the way it was. So this new was someone's on this side. This one goes here. This goes to the right. This goes to... Where's the... There. Alright. No, why did it open shortcut? This is why it's important to see things. It's gonna be it from your boy for tonight. We'll be back with some more Final Fantasy. Excuse me. 7 remake. Please stop shortcut. No, I'm not trying to open Discord. Oh god. Back with more Final Fantasy 7 tomorrow night. Remember, no streams Friday. We'll be back with more Bioshock on Monday as well after Final Fantasy. But I'll let you guys know. Close. Alright. I'm uploading the YouTube videos, trying to get caught up. I think with this one, I'm 2 behind. We just exported yesterday's one, so that'll be up after the stream. Very shortly after. And then we'll have this up by the normal time, 3 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shoutouts to Natrum chatting with us today. And Daddy was in here as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. More tomorrow night. This is JVS Phoenix once again. Signing off.